don't win any of their games this week. You see them fighting so closely, winning battles, first blood from Think Card every single game. I can't really say that you can hate on any member here of this team. At the same time, you really got to hope these LCS teams can keep the victories coming.
Yeah. I mean, as much as the fan vote is going pretty heavily for the CLG subs,
Well, sure.
These LCS teams definitely have something to prove in these matches.
Yeah, they're high-stress games.
Exactly.
Like, they're worrisome, to be honest, but so far it is working out. We've seen Dignitas pull up their only win so far of the week against the CLG squad. Evil Geniuses keeping that 2-0 dream alive. They're now back 1 game behind Complexity, 2 games behind Curse. Again, they can own both tiebreakers. Even if you don't make necessarily 6th place, getting 7th is still a leg up, of course. You face an arguably easier team in the promotion tournament. That is going to be the reality for 2 of those teams there, of Curse, EG, and Complexity. Only one of them can get that 6th place spot.
Yeah.
So position, really important, even if it's not 6th place.
EG are on a roll right now. They are performing so much better towards the tail end of the split, which is something that is to be expected. They had a lot of roster changes in the beginning. Even coming into the beginning, they didn't expect to be at the top, you know, coming back from relegations. But then going through all the mid-season roster changes, as so many North American teams did, it takes a long time incorporating a Korean, working on that shot calling. They had a lot of problems to work on, and they've made a lot of improvements.
Yeah, they have. Evil Geniuses continue to strive at the very end of this and push themselves up. The road towards 6th place is in front of them, of course. So they just got to keep sort of regrouping. Again, the best week of their competitive careers, if they can make it happen, if they can make that 4-0 dream come alive, it could be a playoff spot.
It's in the works now, and they showed up pretty big. I think this Maokai thing is definitely going to be a bigger target as we get deeper and deeper into Super Week, especially if things like Gragas are being banned out.
Yeah, and he's this really great utility top laner where he brawls the 1v1 pretty well. He's not an Italy, where it's like win your lane, win the split push, brawl your opponents. It's great because it's a type of top laner I was expecting to see for a while, like the Malphites and the Jarvans of the world, where you hold up the one-on-one. Like, you'll pass, but your goal is to team fight. That is Maokai. He wants the 5-on-5. He wants to be in the battle. He play aggressively with
He works extremely well in this AD carry age, where people are waiting for their Trist or their Kog'Maw for late game, because he is one of the best peeling tanks in the game.
It works both ways, too, because he makes a front line unkillable. So, like, how do you deal with
Chaos there on the receiving end?
Yeah, right? And that's the thing, is you have to really then key into, if you're playing hyper carries, are you buying Bloodthirster 3rd? Are you buying these defensive stats? Because then you can't break down a Maokai anymore. It actually puts more emphasis on the AD carries to itemize right to break down tanks, because they're getting really big once again, and that is a thing to keep in mind with these
Blade of the Ruined King, almost necessary now.
Yes.
Mandatory build.
It's a mandatory item there. Well, you've heard what we've had to say about the game, so let's throw it over to the analyst desk to hear what the pros think on that match.
Thanks, Freak. I want to welcome the bot lane from EG, Altec, and Crepo to the desk after another